Also, in related news, Prime Minister Han Duck-soo convened a cabinet meeting earlier on this Friday to convey a presidential call for all-out efforts to support scouts partaking in the global rally at Saemangeum, where reports of heat-related incidents have been rampant. My colleague Moon Hye-ryeon reports.
With nearly 1,000 teenagers at the World Scout Jamboree being struck down by heat-related illnesses, South Korea's Prime Minister has led an emergency cabinet meeting to discuss contingency measures against the heat wave. At the meeting, which took place on Friday morning, he highlighted the importance of responding as quickly as possible despite the unexpectedness of the situation, and reiterated President Yook Suk Yeol's instructions.
The President has instructed that the Scouts should be provided with as many air-conditioned buses and cold water supplies as needed, and that the quality and amount of food provided should be improved immediately. All efforts should be taken by all government ministries to fix these on-site issues.
The meeting discussed how the government's newly announced funds to tackle heatwave-related issues across the country should be spent, with half the $4.6 million budget to be used on providing additional cooling facilities, emergency supplies, and air-conditioned shuttle buses at the World Scout Jamboree. The Minister of Health and Welfare also visited the temporary hospital set up at the Jamboree to evaluate the situation and listen to the medical staff's concerns, as well as taking note of what additional support they might need. Earlier this morning, the government and the ruling People Power Party declared that plans were underway to provide enough ice water for 100,000 people on site, as well as providing cooling tents and expanding electricity supply capacity. It will also be explaining these plans to foreign media outlets and diplomats from participating countries, while also remaining well aware of the concerns of the Scouts' parents at home. The Defense Ministry has already sent out around a dozen personnel for medical support, but plans to dispatch 30 more later today, as well as setting up shelters and shower facilities for the Scouts. 36 ambulances will be on standby during the hottest hours of the day between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. With the event being a global one with participants from 158 countries, countries with participating Scout delegations are also closely following the situation. The UK contingent is the largest, with 4,500 Scouts out of the total 43,000 participants, and a Foreign Office correspondent said it was in communication with both Scouts UK and Korean authorities to ensure the safety of British nationals. Moon Hye-ryeon, 아리랑뉴스.